Alright, what's up guys? So, my good friend Hot T has uploaded a video titled Trisha Paytas apologizes to Ethan Klein because she found two new enemies, Gabby Hanna and Jeff Wittek. Yeah, I think Jeff is like, Gabby I can understand, but Jeff, it's like, I don't know, maybe because I'm a fan of Jeff, so let's honestly see. Who knows? Maybe I might watch this video and agree with Trisha Paytas on some stuff, but regardless, now I'm in the month of July, like, and the videos and stuff, so I'm like, yeah, I'm trying, all right, to, you know, hurry up and get caught up so I can react to the more recent videos. But first things first, make sure you guys, if you haven't, go subscribe to my good friend Ray. This is her main channel, Hot T. She has a personal channel called, pretty much like, you know, her name, Ray Verhemi, and then a business channel called Build Your Pocket. So show love to those channels. But then that being said, let's get into this video.
Adam and Eve, adult toys, fun and more, online store.
I'm so glad I'm watching this video with headphones.
Eve has it all. If you wanna shop, here are its toys. Adam and Eve.com.
Like, you know, you gotta like the song though, because it's catchy, you know, it's catchy.
Use code 50T for 50% off plus free shipping US and Canada. AdamandEve.com.
Adam and Eve offers 24/7 customer service, 90-day no hassle.
This is that like late night commercial that woke you up out your sleep, that you like looking around, no glasses on, like at your TV, like what is going on? And it's like taking you a moment to register like what's happening. So this commercial, it hits home for me. First time seeing it, but it hits home for me.
Returns, and 20% of their profits go to fight the spread of HIV around the world. And guys, make sure to use code 50T at AdamandEve.com if you want to support this channel as well. Thank you so much to Adam and Eve for sponsoring this video.
Wild intro. I'm feeling it though, I'm feeling it.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on Trisha Paytas' new video on Jeff Wittek and Gabby Hanna, and also her 40-minute apology video to Ethan Klein. But before we get into it, I'm doing an iPad giveaway, so go to this video if you're interested in entering. It's also going to be on the screen somewhere. Also, make sure to subscribe, turn your post notifications on, and give this video a thumbs up. Alright, let's get into it. So, Trisha uploaded this video called Jeff Wittek, Gabby Hanna, Ethan Klein, Enemies Episode 1. And you guys, it actually has a nice thumbnail. She said she can't break the habit of getting glammed every Monday and talking shit. She said this wasn't going to be a weekly thing, but she thought it would be cool to trash on other people. So Trisha talked about Jeff Wittek shading her first.
Frenemies was toxic. You guys had a fight live that fell apart while eating Domino's pizza.
It was live?
It was live, yeah.
Oh, I've never seen this.
Or no, actually it wasn't even live. They chose to air their fights, and that's content. That's the content you want to make. Don't clap back at me by saying, oh, your friend almost killed you. Yeah, I didn't want that to happen. You guys chose to eat pizza and argue about money, and your relationship fell apart, and then you sabotaged each other's families and the biggest, deepest, darkest secrets. Yeah, that's toxic. Okay, I'm still friends with the kid who hurt me.
It's just weird to weaponize that.
She clarifies that this video isn't meant to be shady. She actually likes Jeff Wittek.
Obviously, that's not my type to be friends with, but respect. He monetized his pain, and I can respect that.
Okay, Trisha, but then she goes on to say she thinks he's lost brain cells and calls him stupid for participating in events that became an incident for him.
You were dumb.
Wow, way to kick someone when they're down, Trish.
What did you expect? This is what David does. He puts people in danger, people get hurt.
In response to Jeff saying
yeah, but it's like comparing it to your situation and then comparing it to, I think at the end of the day, and I know people will probably think that I'm crazy for it, but I feel like that it was more of a, I mean, you know, there's still like side effects on what Jeff is overall, you know, going through and stuff. I would rather deal with his situation than a second, like the tiniest, like the first video of any situation you've ever been in, Trisha, because I'm like, it just seems like that it requires too much. Like, yeah, you know, Jeff Wittek, he's had to have like multiple surgeries, you know, pretty much like, you know, just overall like not like redo his life or like find himself, but it's like in a way he did kind of find himself. But I do feel like that it was a positive outcome out, because I do feel like that in a way he did become a better person and stuff. So And he's, you know, like what he overall said, like he's still cool with the person today. He's not making like beefing videos here and there, you know, or not even here and there, like every single day, fam, like every single day. Like, bruh, like I said, I'd rather deal with Jeff's situation than your situation. I feel like you can grow from Jeff's situation with this. And I have to say, I've kind of been in her shoes where I'm like making videos on the person left and right. It's not fun. It's honestly not fun at all. It's a waste of time. So that's why I'm like, yeah, now it's all about entertaining people and that's it. And I'm like, but in the footsteps of Trisha Paytas, I'm like, nah, I can't do it.
You guys chose to eat Domino's and fight. She says that's fat shaming.
A little bit of a trigger, okay.
Like how, Trish? How is that fat shaming? She says she has no desire to be popular on YouTube and that she is the cockroach of YouTube, which true, no lie about that.
I bet if she started hitting it big on YouTube, I bet money if she ever hits it big, like let's say she gets like 50 million subscribers one day, right? Oh, she's gonna be thinking she owns YouTube. If she got 50 million subscribers tomorrow, she guaranteed, mark my words, she would be probably would get herself a crown, get herself some long stick, just a freaking like one of them like big giant Game of Thrones chairs, and she'll just be sitting there like this, all like, oh, I run YouTube, I have ownership and say so on whatever goes down on YouTube. Oh, she would abuse her power if she were to ever be in that situation. So yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that she doesn't desire to be big on YouTube. It's like, I mean, I don't think that should be a person's desire, but there's people out there where it's like they want that. They want that fame. They want that attention and stuff. And it's sad, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, you got to know it's like you could keep that stuff up for so long. Eventually, you're going to have to do something to continuously keep entertaining those around you. So anyways.
But that Jeff is still leeching onto David, who is the biggest dumbass, for clout. She says it's ridiculous for Jeff to say that no one wanted the accident to happen because he put himself in such a dangerous situation. Sidetrack, but I gotta give credit where it's due. Trisha looks really good in this video, like kudos to her hair and makeup team. Then she moves on to talk about Gabby Hanna, but before we get into that,
just to talk on that though, the Jeff Whittick, it's like, you know, he wasn't expecting this, like, oh, he was just expecting to just go spinning around. He's seen everybody else's, you know, okay. He wasn't expected to go spinning around and then come back into this thing and, you know, smash half his face. So, yeah, it's, you know, I just think that it's like, you know, if you be in one situation or another, I put myself in both people, like, persons' shoes and stuff. And yeah, like I said, Jeff Whittick's situation 100%. So
let's talk about how Jeff responded to this video. He apparently texted Trisha afterwards saying, poke away on my injury and it's gonna end really badly for everyone. I'm not gonna have an internet beef with you. Trisha's like, huh? You said something about me, I'm allowed to respond, lol. He goes, you're crossing the line. What did she say though? Like, what did she say that was that bad? I can't remember. She goes, I literally reacted to what you said about me. Are you okay? And then he goes, okay, do your thing. Just to give you a heads up, have a good one. Okay, I think Jeff is taking Trisha way too seriously. Like,
it's like, what kind of like mafia like messages are those? If I ain't got that, I've been like, oh, I gotta leave town. I've been like looking around like this in my own house, like not even one window in this area of like the windows behind me. But I legit would have been like, bro, are they like hiding in my shoes? Like, what is going on right now? I've been panicking. I've been like, oh no, this is real. I'm like, oh no, that's some scary stuff right there, man. I'm like, yeah, it's like, bro, my thing is like, okay, you're giving her a reason to make a video on you by sending messages like that. Because then people are going to see it as a threat, start, you know, pointing fingers and stuff. And then you got to come out and defend. And it's just going to keep going on and on and on. Because then you might say something in a new video. She's going to pick up from that. And then, yeah, it's just going to be an ongoing thing. So, yeah, it's like if she would have made that video, first off, I wouldn't even have watched no 40-minute video of her talking. Whereas I think it was like 20-something minutes. I'm not gonna sit there and watch no stuff that she says about me and things and then just, you know, leave it at that. I know her fans is gonna probably like go after him and be like repeating everything that she said in her video in his comment sections. But it's like, that's what sure, you know, you're gonna, my thing is this. You're gonna have fans where, you know, you might tell them like, hey, don't get caught up in my beef situations, you know, just come here and watch my videos. But you're gonna have like some diehard fans that's gonna be like, nah, I'm defending you at all costs. You ain't gonna tell me not to. And if they see any like Trisha Paytas fans in the comment sections, they're gonna go off on them. They're gonna snap on them and stuff. So it's like, my thing is like, bro, you are fine. You are good. You are clear to go down that freaking amazing, like, you know, gifted road that you're heading down. Like, you do not need to worry about Trisha Paytas. So I'm like, sending messages like that, bro, it ain't even worth it. But anyway,
she does. She opens her mouth and she shits on anyone and everyone around her. But come on, man, there's no need to be threatening her. Like, what the heck is that response just to give a heads up? Like, what are you gonna do? As much as I like Jeff, this isn't even the first time he's reacted poorly to people talking about him. Remember when he responded similarly to Josh Richards from the BFFs podcast?
This was fucking. He's like, you got a second? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, Jeff Whittick. I'm like, who?
Okay, but Dave Portnoy is also annoying. Like, get the fuck off the internet if you're gonna not know anyone you're talking about. You have no business having a freaking news segment on your podcast where you're talking about literal influencers and YouTubers.
He's like, Jeff Whittick hates us. And basically, Butt was like threatening him.
He pulled the, I'm not a guy you want to mess with. I'm not a guy you want on your bad side. So I got a text from a random number that was like, yo, it's Jeff Whittick. We need to talk, or something along those lines, right? And I was just like, all right, I'll just give it a ring. So I FaceTimed the number, and then it was him just like driving. So he pulls over, and then he just started talking about how we shit on him on the pod, and like our opinion was super off. And I was like, but it was opinion, man.
Yeah.
His opinions.
Trisha Paytas tweets, woke up to Jeff Whittick threatening me this morning. I literally just commented on a segment you were talking about me and stuff you made public, but okay, go off. Jeff replies, nobody cares, you little rat. Go to the police. Maybe they'll sit through your 10 hours of videos. It's actually kind of funny, not gonna lie. But I really can't tell if Jeff is being serious here, because this is the first time I've seen him be so outright disrespectful to somebody. But Trisha goes, hope David is paying for some therapy for you too. Not gonna lie, it's a pretty good response. But after Jeff, she moves on to Gabby. Honestly, Trisha hasn't really said anything new in this video that she hasn't said before. She called Gabby delusional and scary, and that she lied and was hard to work with. And all of the above can be said about Trisha too. Not that we're on Gabby's side here or anything, but Trisha, sweetie, nobody's listening to what you have to say on Gabby. She talks about Gabby, who talked about her terrible experience on Escape the Night, and she defends Joey and Daniel, saying that they are the nicest people. Trisha went on to call Gabby just mean and insecure. She said Gabby's behavior can't be excused with her mental health, which is true, but it's just hilarious that all of this is coming from Trisha friggin' Paytas, who's used her mental health so many times as an excuse.
No. You can have problems, and you can still be a nice person. Like, I really do pride myself in being nice, especially to like people behind the scenes.
In response to Gabby saying that Joey and Daniel now hate her because of Trisha, Trisha said,
do you have this much power? Don't, for a second, do you think that you're actually just an awful person to people?
And then she proceeds to lie for a minute straight.
I'm a nice person. I'm not an asshole. I don't make up stories in my head. I don't lie. I don't yell and berate at people. Like,
girl, what are you talking about? You are the queen of making up stories in your head and lying.
I'm just gonna point at this, and I think everybody, you know, knows, you know, what this overall means. But, yeah, that's my response. This compartments of a, you know, head covering and things like yeah, you know, all I gotta say about that. So anyways,
got it. And then of course she talks about Gabby telling Jason she had herpes.
Yes, I talk about you and I say Gabby Hanna made up a rumor that I had an STD. What a conniving, evil little bitch.
She says Gabby can be a beautiful girl, but the ugliness that radiates out of her clouds everything good about her. I think the same could go for you. And now, suddenly, because the entire internet is ganging up on Gabby, Trisha has suddenly miraculously forgiven all her other enemies and says that they're so much better than Gabby.
David can't stand him. Is he a mean person? No. He's not nasty. He's not vile. He's not lying. Jason, same thing. Ethan, Shane, like, they're not mean. They're not nasty people.
It's like, shouldn't they be forgiving you, though? Like, I mean, I just feel like, I mean, yeah, if they did do stuff to Trisha, I mean, they, you know, some things had to go on behind the scenes, but if not, and it's like, yeah, you know, I feel like that there can be some things, because I don't know. Like, I feel like, you know, apology here, y'all come together, shake hands, and, you know, just go your separate ways. But anyways.
Like, where was all this energy literally a couple of weeks ago when you were trying to get all of these people canceled?
Facts.
Now, let's move on to talk about Trisha's apology to Ethan Klein, which she clearly filmed the same day and just changed her shirt. She says she wants to apologize to Ethan and Hila, and it's totally up to them whether they want to accept it or not, but she just wants the whole thing to be over. She admits that she messed up and it took her a while to process what actually happened. She did have to speak to a therapist about it, and now she realizes where she went wrong and admits that she was very stubborn. She speaks very maturely in this video, actually. Like, I can't believe this is the same person that made those 4,000 videos on Ethan literally less than 2 weeks ago. Then she goes on to say that she was inspired by someone online who's been making videos rehashing old drama, which I think it's obviously Gabby, right?
This person who's just so miserable so many years later and hangs on to things from the past and has all this hate and resentment and just made this person really ugly. I'm like, I don't want to be that person. And people have like called me this person's name. I was like, oh.
She says she's sorry to Ethan for breaking his trust.
If you see just this little clip, I'm very sorry, Ethan, for breaking your trust.
She also apologizes for her distasteful jokes, speaking specifically about calling Ethan Jewy when he wanted a 45-55 split, saying that she's embarrassed for saying that. In response to Ethan saying that this is crazy that Trisha was someone that he considered to be one of his closest friends literally a week ago, Trisha says that at the end of the day, she really did truly love him and loved doing the show. She said that he was such a great friend because he would de-escalate situations that Trisha would make a big deal of in her head. And honestly, I do agree. I think this is one of the reasons why Frenemies was such a success, because they literally were perfect complements to each other's personalities.
Ethan's really different off camera in like a good way. Actually like really like calm and just very like kind of chill and like nothing matters. He's a very chill person that way. Like he kind of can like have things roll off him pretty easily.
She says that beyond losing the show, it sucks to have lost the friendship as well, and hopefully it's not completely lost, but she just doesn't want to rush that. She also apologizes for her terrible communication on the show and says she's not a confrontational.
Is that an Adam Sandler? Like, I ain't even gonna. I don't know. It looks like Adam Sandler, but regardless, anyways, back on the video.
Person, and she should have been better at telling him her struggles and concerns, but she just never wanted to come off as ungrateful by complaining about anything. She then apologizes to all of the H3 and Frenemy staff, saying she has always appreciated them.
For whatever this is worth, like, it was never my intention to attack the crew. I see exactly how it came across and I see it very clearly, and I'm so embarrassed.
She says that the one thing she has always prided herself in was treating the people that worked for her well. She goes on to then gloat about how she's had people working for her for a very long time, but then she fails to mention all of the falling outs that she had as well with her employees.
But people, you know, underpay dancers. I know a guy YouTuber that does music videos and doesn't pay his dancers at all. And
does anyone else remember the rumor that Trisha had a falling out with her old hair and makeup artist Adam because he was dancing on her tour as well but not getting paid for it? But then she says that this video isn't her trying to get back on Frenemies. She says as much as Ethan craves stability, she's always looked at the next big thing and really tries to do the most, so she can appreciate the death of Frenemies because it just means bigger things are coming. Like when her old podcast Dish with Trish got canceled, she was heartbroken at first, but then Frenemies came on like a month later. But yeah, she just wanted to move on and be able to have family get-togethers again.
Obviously, for Moses' side of the family, like, they like seeing everybody together. I enjoy it. I like that. I don't really have a large family, so it's kind of nice to do family gatherings.
And for the record, she says she doesn't actually have a problem with Q&As.
The next thing that was coming was the Q&A, so I attacked it. It could have been literally anything. And I've done Q&As. I like Q&As.
I think she kind of felt like she had to say that so she can continue making Q&As for lazy content. She once again apologizes to Hila for calling her a she will always hold that against herself and is very grossed out by it.
It was brought up again in Ethan's video. There's still some distaste for me there, and I understand it completely, and I apologize.
She says that she has a lot of respect for Hila and thanks her for letting Trisha into her world and around her son as well. So that was Trisha's video. And then on the latest episode of Families, which is the replacement for Frenemies, but it's with Ethan and his mom is so hilariously compares Trisha Paytas to Gabby Hanna. Like, it's just so funny that both of Ethan's parents are so up to date with all the YouTube drama. I think they're watching my videos. I'm just kidding. But it's just so funny because, like, they know all of the little
That, honestly, that would be a crazy plug, though. I, like, yeah, Ethan's mom just saw, like, yeah, there's this one girl named Ray, and she does these... Oh, I would, yeah, I would share that. I would clip that and share that. I would save that moment. I'm like, it ain't got nothing to do with me, but it's like the somewhat small, somewhat big victories that my friends will go through. I gotta save those moments. So
mix between them. Watch the clip here.
You know, I watched her and I watched the drama. I mean, this girl, Gabby Hanna.
Yes.
She reminds me so much of Trisha.
Wow.
The two of them are just two peas in a pod.
Right. This is great. I love hearing my mom describe this because the two peas in the pod. In what ways are they similar, would you say?
Drama, lies, fabrications, just causing problems and setting people up, basically, to make their lives miserable.
In Trisha's defense, and there's a sentence I thought I'd never...
I like how Ethan, he has that look on his face like there was somebody that was just like, I don't see Gabby and Trisha being one and the same. And he was trying his hardest because it's freaking, that's his mom. I feel like you're going to be thinking along the same lines like your mom and stuff like that. So anyways, he's giving off that look at whoever is talking like, I told you so. And he was like, this is exactly what I was like. You can't disagree with the mom. All right. So anyways, I'm like, yeah, it's, you know, it's, but we all agree on that though. So anyways.
Never be saying. I think Gabby is worse because there was an incident where she spread malicious gossip about Trisha based on something someone told her, and that became a fact.
She said that Trisha had
STDs.
She said she had herpes.
She had genital herpes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
the infamous genital herpes rumor.
Well, she kept calling it an uncurable,
well,
uncurable STD.
Well, which is actually makes it because like you're like, is she talking about like HIV?
Right. She made it sound worse than
incurable doesn't mean fatal.
I've got an incurable STD from Ela. His name's Theodore.
You know, that video was so old, Trisha was even kind of thin back then. So.
Oh my God,
Ouch.
Dad.
Ouch.
What?
Ouch.
Oh, that was his dad? That's his
Oh, and also, lastly, Trisha came out with these, like, really cheap-ass looking waters.
Bad boy 2005 series here. There's a store coming soon. We got the water, got the offices. New stuff coming. Lots of collabs, lots of new designs. This water's so cute though, I love it.
Like, honestly, it looks terrible. It's just like a regular 2-cent water bottle with like a little sticker slapped on it. Like, it's just terrible. Please don't support this, guys. Like, buy a reusable water bottle and just keep filling it. I know like LA and some places don't have drinkable tap water, but like, buy a fucking water filter. It'll pay off in the long run and it's so much better for the environment. That's my little rants for the day. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I post new videos every single week. All right, bye.
Always gotta enjoy a video from Ray, but anyways, I enjoy them. To the people out there watching and stuff, but anyways, yeah, good video as always. I enjoyed it. That's wild though that Ethan got his parents, you know, on his like podcast and stuff. But yeah, regardless, you know, this is a good video always. Make sure y'all definitely, if you haven't, go subscribe to Ray for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys. Oh yeah, make sure you subscribe to her personal channel, Ray Ramey, and her business channel, Build Your Pocket. Now like and subscribe to my videos, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.